Hello guys, we are here, the first interview at Pocket Gamer Connect London 2018. It's really loud in this room, louder than I was expecting, so we'll shout a little bit. But I'm joined today by Sam Chandola of V2 Games. Sam, why are you here?
Thank you, James. Well, this is my third year in a row at Pocket Gamers Connect. We love it. We love London. We love the venue where it's at. In past years, I was here because we were looking for partners for our projects and our ventures. But this year is very different. It's very unique. As a company, we have evolved, and we're really looking to actively invest in other studios and other projects. And so I'm happy to announce that we just closed a new $10 million fund called the Future Fund to invest in what we think is going to be the future of games and the future of gaming.
Right, we had a little chat beforehand about what you were thinking of going towards, and blockchain came up as a potential avenue. Now, when people think blockchain, they generally think, especially nowadays, cryptocurrency and stuff like that. That's not quite where you're going with this, is it?
No, not at all. So people think of blockchain, you're really right, as cryptocurrency, because most people's first introduction to blockchain was Bitcoin, right? And then everybody saw Bitcoin prices surge up and down, and then up, and then down and up, right? And so people are thinking that blockchain is just about crypto. But it's not. It's a fundamental difference in how you build infrastructure, how you build, the underlying technology that can power platforms, right? So the web, as we know it, is centralized. It's built on a centralized platform. A company like, let's say, Facebook or Google is a central company, that can own information and provide a service or a product to people. Well, blockchain is a thesis about decentralization, right? So it's about, there's no one governing body, right? There's nobody, one single organization that can control data points. And so we're looking at blockchain and saying the way people build products in the future are going to be changing. We're getting more and more privacy conscious these days, right? And so on other platforms outside of gaming, we're already seeing a lot of blockchain-based applications come out. And these applications provide day-to-day activities that you can also have centralized equivalents for, but they are doing it in a new decentralized manner. So in a nutshell, we're looking at saying, how will gaming change with blockchain? When will people start building games built on the blockchain, and who will adopt them? We already know that there is a massive following of people who are blockchain enthusiasts, who are hungry at this point for new content that will be on the blockchain.
So what do you think, which games are going to benefit from this kind of tech? Where do you see it working best? In what genre or what pay model? What are you thinking?
I think it can work across spectrums. So let's talk free-to-play, for example, right? Because that's, obviously, a huge part of the industry today. Free-to-play systems, can still be hacked, if you think about that, right? That blockchain makes it very difficult to do because there's no centralized database. The database is spread. So even if you get to one node, there's no knowing if you can get to the next node or not. So blockchain will make transactions within games secure. So if you're somebody who keeps buying a lot of free-to-play activity and your credit card's on file and whatnot, you get complete peace of mind. There's going to be no hacking.
So it's a security kind of thing.
That's just one component of it. Absolutely, security is a massive component. The other is true and verifiable information, right? How many times have you bought something as a game developer? Have you got an email from a customer saying, "Hey, I spent 99 cents in your game, but I haven't got the 5 gems that I bought," right? And you have to go into your server and check whether they got it or not, and sometimes there can be discrepancy. Now, blockchain can help solve that problem by keeping a decentralized ledger that both the player and the game developer or the publisher can see, to be able to arrive at one single consensus and say, transaction went through or the transaction did not go through. And the last thing is unique ownership. And this is something which I think is going to be very interesting in the gaming space and only applicable to the gaming space. You could technically, on a public blockchain, have individual nodes that are unique and can only be accessed by you and you only. Now, how does that apply to games? You have a sword, and I have a sword in our games.
I like it so far.
We have the same sword.
Yeah.
There's nothing unique about my sword. It's the same as your sword.
Okay.
But what we can do is, if it's on a blockchain, you could create random components, and then let's say I craft a sword. This is Sam's sword. It is a unique sword that only I and I in the whole world own. You may have a sword, that is similar to mine, but it will still be a little bit different. Sure. And we can verify that because my sword will have a unique address on the blockchain which will have its properties and elements, and so will yours. Okay. And so it's about, getting ownership of very, very unique items that game developers can craft or let people craft in their games.
I see, okay then. And the money that you're pushing towards that, you've been able to raise from investors. That's primarily what you guys are about, isn't it? Getting capital and then pushing it towards projects, right?
Yeah, I like to look at ourselves as the bridge between, corporate finance world and the gaming world, right? We come from both worlds, essentially. And yeah, so blockchain is a big component. Games built on the blockchain is a big component of our fund right now. But we're also looking at more traditional activities, regular free-to-play models as well. But definitely, if it's blockchain, it gets us a little bit more excited because we are looking at that and saying that's going to be the future of games.
So that's where you think it's going, because we've seen a lot of changes in the market. We've even expanded this conference because it used to just be a mobile thing, and then it became an XR thing as well. We're dealing with VR, we're dealing with augmented reality. That's all coming in very strong now. So where do you see the next thing? If it's going to be games based on blockchain as a potential benefits to security, benefits to individualization and customization, where do you see it kind of going beyond that?
Beyond that is an interesting question. I can tell you 2018 we think is going to be the year of the blockchain. I can tell you already I have about 5 or 6 meetings right now at this event with people who are already developing games on the blockchain. Right? It's still early days at this point, right? I think this year, we'll see it grow a little bit. Next year, we'll probably hit critical mass, and we'll find a lot of developers looking into it and starting to build products for it. And where it goes beyond that is anybody's guess, to be honest with you. I can pull something up like this, but yeah.
Well, we'll have to wait and see, I suppose, see where it goes in future. Thank you for joining us today, Sam. Best of luck with the future.
Thanks a lot.